Greetings, everyone. It's Sunday, May the 2nd, 2021. I am Dottie, Stitching Scotty, and this is a Flosstube all about cross stitch. So, welcome. And this is Flosstube number 27. So, I would just like to thank everyone that keeps coming back week after week. I really appreciate you letting me share my stitching with you. And I also would like to welcome my new subscribers. I've gotten quite a few more, so I really appreciate that. And I just want to thank all those that have shouted me out on their floss tubes, and I'm going to shout out a few people today on my floss tubes. And this floss tube is just going to be titled, It Was a Week, and birthday start. So last week was my birthday. Yay! I've never been so busy on my birthday. Had to work. But it was still a fun day, and I enjoyed it as much as I could. But anyway, I would like to shout out Two Tall Stitchers. I watched their video. Well, I watched all their videos. I watched their first video that came out, and the reason they're called Two Tall Stitchers is they're two tall ladies, a mother and a daughter. And they are quilters as well as cross stitchers. They do more cross stitch, show more cross stitching though than anything. They even come up with some creative finishes, and they have some different patterns. You know, a lot of us, we'll see something that's like, oh, I gotta stitch that. So you'll see this here, and you'll see the same thing there. So you'll see a few different things there. Very, very nice ladies, and I love watching their videos and seeing all their finishes and what they're working on. Then we also watched another new one. Her name is Joyfield Stitcher. This is her second video that I've watched, but she's got out like 60 or something. And she's just the happiest lady. I'm telling you, she sings. Now last week she wasn't very happy because she was a little under the weather, but this week she's a little bit better, so that's a good thing. And I can't wait to finish watching her video. I had to stop in the middle because something interrupted me. So you need to go and check out Joyfield Stitcher. She has some beautiful projects. And if you are feeling kind of blue, she will cheer you up. All right, and next I want to shout out Made by Michelle McGraw. I know everybody's been hearing her name all over the place, and she's probably got about, I think it's up in the 70s of videos. I'm not sure, but I've watched several of her videos, and they're very informative. And right now she's having a year of smalls, and she's making lots of little small pillow finishes for her dough bowls. She's got all different kind of dough bowls, and she explains what a dough bowl is. And if you want to know, you need to go watch her channel. So she's very nice too. I really enjoy watching her, and she makes the best pillows. You can't even tell where she started and stopped. And she credits it all to Vonna Pfeiffer, the Twisted Stitcher. And Vonna has some excellent tutorials. She got me to where I felt more comfortable doing the ornaments along with Priscilla and Chelsea of Stitching with the Housewives. And that's the next one I want to shout out, because guess what? I went to Fat Quarter Shop and got me a Stitching with the Housewives shirt. So that was not very flattering, but I love t-shirts, and as most people that know me know, they're like, oh, she's in another t-shirt again. But you have to dress up for work, so it's nice to just kind of let it go every now and then. But you need to go over to Fat Quarter Shop and get you a Stitching with the Housewives t-shirt, because now it's gotten warmer, and the sleeves are nice length, and it's v-necked, and it's a little bit longer, so you don't feel like you're going to show your midriff or something. So that's always nice. And anyway, and since I do so many Stitching with the Housewives charts, I thought, well, I need to buy a shirt. So, and it's very comfortable and very soft. And so far it has not shrunk. Okay, then the next one I watched, and I think I mentioned her last video, is Stitching by the Shore. She's just a real sweet lady, and she is all about fabrics. I love watching her videos because she tells about Bee Stitch Me fabrics and XU Designs and all these different fabrics, fortnight fabrics and stuff, and she'll get a project and she'll change the fabric. So I love seeing her videos to see what kind of fabric she's going to use. And she's been doing some stitching. She did a Stitching with Housewives Spring, the new release from the Primitive Stitcher magazine, Punch, Needle, and Stitching. And it really came out nice. You know, I was like, well, you know, black is nice, but maybe another color. And she's changed some of her colors and changed the fabric color and everything, and it's really pretty too. So it's always good to see other people's ideas, and she really has some different ideas. But she needs to move to the south because, bless her heart, she's always cold. Yes, so maybe they'll get some warm weather up there pretty soon. All right, next we're going to talk about a freebie today. I saw this one, and it may not appeal to everyone, but if you're a stitcher, I don't see why not. It's a Sue Hillis design, so you need to go, you need to go to the SueHillisDesigns.net, and hopefully I'll get it linked below. So sorry about last week. Yeah. But anyway, it says, may your spools always be full and your needles always be sharp. And it's very, very cute, and it's the final design in the collection of stitches for the needleworker, and it's just really, really, really cute. And I'm going to show you a picture of it right here. There you go. Isn't that cute? And I thought, wouldn't that be nice in everybody's sewing room? And you don't have to do it in blue. You can do it in pink, red, black, purple, you know, yellow, whatever color you want to do it in. And it's got the quilt patterns on the spools, which I thought was very, very interesting. And I liked the border also. I really liked that. So anyway, that's SueHillisDesigns.net. Hopefully, I will link it below. We'll just see how this week goes. If it goes as bad as last week, I'm just going to go, ah! That'll be the picture they put on YouTube. You wait and see. Oh dear. Okay. Now, I did not have any FFOs this week, and an FFO is a finely finished object. I just have to get the finishing bug, and it just was not there last week, so I apologize. But I do have some things lying around that you have not seen, so I thought I would show you some of those instead. The first one, there's always something that falls, always. The first one is something I got at a Pandas Crossing retreat, a stitch retreat, and it was a free chart, I think. I'm not sure, but I think it was a free chart. And we stitched it up, and she was showing us how to finish things a little bit, you know, less expensive than framing everything. And this is Welcome. And I just thought it was so cute. And what we did was we put it on foam core. And then around the edge, we took ribbon, and see the pins that we pinned everything on. And then we just tied a little bow at the top. And isn't that cute? I just thought that was just precious. Oh, and it's just wiggling because the fan is on. But I thought that was just so cute. And it's done on 28 count. I want to say Cashel linen, or maybe it's an even weave because the weave looks mighty even. I'm not sure, but anyway, I just thought that was really, really cute, and I love that. I hang it up on my bathroom door. Okay, now the next thing is from Hindsight Designs, and I do not have the pattern anymore, and I've had this one finished for a long time, but it was one of my first finishes, so it's not really up to par as what I would like it to do, and it was glued on so well I couldn't get it off. So there you go. So this is Girlfriends. Oh, wait a minute, hold that thought. This is Girlfriends from Hindsight Designs, and all the little buttons are not, well, I guess these are buttons or charms. They're little heart charms or buttons, and I sewed those on after I finished. And this is on mat board and foam core with eyelash knitting yarn, and then there's felt on the back. And I thought that was just really fun. And we did this at Pandas Crossing Retreat. And I don't remember the name of the retreat. Was it Girls Just Want to Have Fun? It was something about girls or girlfriends. Maybe it was girlfriends. Who knows? Anyway, I used to remember everything, but it's gone. Okay. But that was fun. And I forgot to tell you what cloth it's on. Dadgone. It's also on 28 count linen. And it's 2/2, just like the welcome. And I really, really enjoyed doing this. And I think these both used DMC, the welcome and the girlfriends. So, but that was one of my finishes. And you know, glue is not my friend, so it would not come off. And I used the hot glue gun too, so it was instantly stuck. And yeah. Okay, next we have a shepherd's bush finish. And this is done on 10 count Chula. And I used Gentle Arts and Week Style Works. And this is Grow. And it says grow where you are planted. And I thought that was just so pretty. When I saw that pattern, I was like, oh, got to have it. And I know that you've noticed, if you've watched some of my videos, that I have more of these pillows. And they're all different sizes, but I always have them with a little thin border. And then I have, you know, like the outside border. And then we've got the piping around it. And it's got the little bow that you tie. Well, most of them have the bow. Some of them didn't. And I've got yellow fabric in the back. But I just love this pillow. And this was 3 strands over 1 because it's on 10 count. But I thought that was just a lot of fun to stitch. And I liked the beehive and the butterfly and the bee button. And there's a crow and a tulip. Well, there's 2 bees, some flowers, a ladybug. I think the ladybug's over here. But I just thought those were just so cute. That's one of my favorites. I love shepherd's bush pillows. Just love them. Okay, so that's all my past finishes for this week that I'm going to show. Okay, now for finishes. I have a finish. Yay! And it's on my WhipGo board. I should have more finishes, but I don't. But anyway, I'm so thankful I have this one finished because I'm so excited. Ever since I've seen this pattern, I just loved it. And I was like, oh, that is just the most beautiful pattern. Sorry, I'm talking and moving at the same time. And I just really, really want to get this pattern. Well, when I got it, I couldn't find the cloth, as you well know if you've watched my videos before. And so I went around looking for the cloth. And then, of course, other patterns came out, you know, and it's like, oh, I got to do that. And because this was a Christmas pattern, you know, at the time, I was like, oh, I can't stitch this in the summer, you know. This would just be awful. I'm not in the mood. I just want to stitch it near Christmas. So anyway, another shepherd's bush pattern. And this just happens to be one of my WhipGo for this month. This is number 21, and you're like, what is WhipGo? So, let me tell you what WhipGo is. WhipGo is like bingo, but it's a little kind of game kind of thing that you play with yourself to try and, on the Facebook group that Jessie Marie started, to try and see if you can finish off some of your works in progress or whips that you have. So, we took like a bingo card and we wrote WhipGo. Now, I have noticed a couple of things by watching other people's floss tubes that I did not notice before. So, I was watching the Sunshine Stitchers, and you know, Gary, he has 2 WhipGo cards. Yay, Gary! But I'm jealous. I only have 1 WhipGo card, and I'm having the hardest time keeping up. I don't know what my problem is. But I'm hanging in there. But I did notice that if you finish something before, you know, like if you worked on it before the number was called, you can mark it off. Like you couldn't mark it off, but you can like say, well, this one's done, you know. So I have one that is done, and it was Kringle. And I didn't get Kringle out this week. But anyway, so Kringle is number 12. So what I've done, if it's been called or not being called, I put an X here over the number because I needed 500 stitches, and I've done 500 stitches on Kringle. I finally got my 500 stitches done on the bookshelf, so I crossed that out. And those are the only two. I'm catching up, Gary. I'm catching up. Sheila says I give him too much credit, which I probably do. But I also found out that well, you know, we make the rules. They said there are no rules. But what I did was, there was a couple of things that was on my list, and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to stitch those right now, ever. So I changed one to Quaker Christmas, and then I changed another one to in our garden from hats, which was on my list, and I'll show you those later this video. And I also changed Trick or Treat with stitching with the Housewives, because I thought, you know, I got me a shirt. I have something they have on the whip list. So I've got it on my whip go board now. But I got my finish for Holy Night. So Holy Night was number 21. You put a project on here, and you set a goal for what you're going to do, and this goal for Holy Night was a finish. My goal for Baby It's Cold Outside was 350 stitches, and as you know, we marked that one off last week. I think it was, yeah, it was last week. So, I guess I better show you Holy Night. Okay. And you know, I told everybody I had to do Bethlehem twice, but I'm just going to show you my finish now, because you know there was a lot of ribbon in this one. It just goes on and on. It's a long piece, but I thought it was so pretty, and I had so much fun stitching the fields and the pastures. And at the end, I thought I was going to run out of thread, but I found some in another project, and I was like, yay! And there was a little bit of back stitching. So, but I thought it was really cute. This is done on 19 count cork linen from Zweigert, and it's really limp, as you can tell, but I didn't mind. I put it in my Q-snap, and I worked on it there. And I just moved it and used those magnetic cable ties that everybody's showing these days. And so this one's all ready, except for the buttons, which is still not arrived. So they should be here anytime, hopefully, and we'll get that done with the buttons. But all I cared was I had the stitching done, so it's done. Then the other one I worked on for this month was Baby Is Cold Outside from Heartstring Samplery. And I really have enjoyed working on this one, but I'm all done with snow and cold weather, especially after the weekend I had. Oh my goodness, was it cold, cold up in the mountains. Oh goodness. But anyway, this is Baby It's Cold Outside. And this is all I've got done. I said I was going to have 350 stitches, and I got a little bit more than that. And, oh, I forgot to tell something. Oh, well. But anyway, this one's 2 over 2, and it's on a piece of raw linen that I had in my stash. And I'm using DMC and Classic Colorworks, I think. No, I lied. Gentle Arts and Weeks Dye Works. And the design size is 159 by 103. So I got a little ways to go, but at least I got the biggest thing pretty much done. Not quite, pretty much. So that one's going to be retired for a while because I'm so done with snow. Really done. And the projects that I took off my whip go board were snow projects, because I thought, I've got too many snow projects on here. I need to like deviate just a little bit and kind of mix it up. So that's what I did. All right, now this is April. So Jessie Marie from in the Facebook group, she called out the numbers, I think on the 27th. And she called out numbers 19 and 22. And on my 19, I have I'd rather be stitching, and I have that I need a finish. Okay, now this one is a Stoney Creek pattern, and I got this one at a cross stitch retreat yet again at Panda's Crossing. I've never missed a retreat she's had for the last I don't know, 14 years or so when she's had them. She usually has 1 or 2 a year. It just depends. And I always enjoy going. And where is my pattern? It disappeared again. Okay, got it. Hold that thought. You know, I was so organized, and I said, now this video, I'm not going to do that fumble thing, and I'm going to have everything out that I need out. Yeah, right. That didn't happen. Well, we will come back to I'd rather be stitching. How's that sound? Because I do not know where the pattern went. And it's an apron too. Oh, great. Because I hate seeing something and they don't show the pattern, because I always want to see the pattern. Ah, dear. Well, that's interesting. I don't know. Well, we'll find it maybe. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show it to you, and hopefully I'll find the pattern before the video's over. But this, I've got, it says I'd rather be stitching, kitten stitching. No. Well, I don't remember, but this is all I've got done. And it goes on the inset in the top of the royal blue apron, which I can't find either. Oh dear. Okay, so anyway, this one's on white linen. It's 28 count, and it's 2 threads over 2. And this was all I got done at the retreat, and it's kind of languished ever since. Okay, this is not good. Oh well. Okay, so we'll lay that one to the side. We may come back to that one in a minute. Oh, never mind. I just found the pattern. I laid Oh Holy Night on top of it. It says, stuck in the kitchen, much rather be stitching. And we've got floss here. Isn't that cute? And there's the apron, what it'll look like. And it's by Stoney Creek. It's just a really, really cute pattern. And this uses all DMC. It only uses like 4 colors. Now, we did change the sea green to 824 blue for the word kitchen. And it also uses some Light Effects DMC for the gold stitching, and some blending threads. I forgot about those. And she used chronic instead of rainbow blending threads. Goodness. All right, so there's that. I'd rather be stitching in the kitchen. I'd rather be stitching. Okay, so that's going to have a finish. Okay, next, we have the, oh yeah, my other piece, sorry. I am now so lost, it's like, oh dear, do not know what's going on. The next thing is Trick or Treat by Stitching with the Housewives. Now, the fun thing about this is in the month of October last year, I won this pattern from Priscilla and Chelsea by watching their show and or their video. And I was so excited. This is the Trick or Treat pattern. And I just thought the witch was just so cute. I actually have this pumpkin that I got at Hobby Lobby. I do not have the candy corn or the ribbon, but I'll do something, you know. And I already know where I'm going to put it. I was ready to put it somewhere Halloween, but I just didn't have enough time to get it stitched. And I'm using all the call for colors, the classic color works, and it's on 28 count black even weave. And I got this from Fat Quarter Shop. And it's 2 threads over 2, and this is what I've got done so far. I've got some candy corn and the trick or treat, and now I need to stitch the witch and the jack-o'-lantern and some more swirlies. But I just thought that was just so cute, and I was so excited when I won, and all my friends were like, "Oh, you won something, yay!" So I was really excited. But that's a fun stitch, but I usually have to stitch during the daytime, or I have to stitch under my aught light, because I use an aught light. And my aught light is really old because it's so old, the plastic that you like move it with is like breaking and cracking. But it still works, so that's all that matters. Okay, next, so that's my whip go projects for the month of May. So we'll see if we can't get, oh, and I said I was going to do 400 stitches on Trick or Treat. All right, next we have the monthly Orny sale, okay? And, oh, wait, before we start there, I'm a little discombobulated, sorry. The Whip Go is a group on Facebook, and you have to answer some of the questions to become a Whip Go member, but anyone can do it. You can start anytime, and let's see. Oh yeah, and it's Whip Go 2021. I will link that below, hopefully. I'm not a good in the drop down box, but we're working on it. Okay, and this is my country cabin ornament, and I found out what kind of cloth I was doing it on. Let me move this. Oh, that's so not good. You can tell I just stopped like in mid-stitch. I got most all of it done, but I lack the rest of the snow. And then Christmas 2021 in the top in the sky. And I got this pattern oh, a long time ago. I used 2 threads over 2, and I want to say it's on 32 count or 30 count, and it's on Nordic. That's the name of the cloth. It was Nordic, the color. And this is the pattern. I just thought that was just so cute. And this pattern is from 1995, from the Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine, May-June 1995 issue. And they had a little page. It was called Christmas Corner, and they also have a Noel. But I just saw that, and I was like, oh, I just got to do it. So I got that. So I didn't get started on my monthly Orny sale ornament until the 15th. So I didn't do too bad for just 15 days, considering how last week went. Yeah, it was a week. Okay, so hopefully I'll get that one done, and then I will start on my next ornament, which I've decided to use one of my Whip Go project ornaments. And you know, we've seen, I was doing real good on 12 Days of Christmas Whimsy for a while, and then I just kind of went after number 9. That's the way I do. I'll do almost to the end, and it's like, we're tired of this. Let's do something else. But now I'm going to do number 10, 10 Lords of Leaping. And with the little frog and the candle, I just thought he was kind of cute. But hopefully we can get him finished. I've already got the frames for all the rest. And my Whip Go, I'm supposed to finish all 3 of them before the end of the year, hopefully. We'll see. So, that one's going to be fun, but that'll be my May monthly Ornament sale, and that's going to be for a finish, of course. Okay, the next thing, excuse me, is, and that's by Just Nan. The next thing is Pocket Full of Posies and Stitching Book Club. This is a group I belong to, the Stitching Book Club, and you get your pattern from Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts, and a lot of people have already finished theirs. Madam Ice on Flosstube, she lives, I think in Charleston or Somerville area, and she has a Flosstube. I've been to like a retreat with her, and she's just such a sweet lady. And she does big designs, Disney designs, memorabilia, just all kinds of things like that. But she's already got hers finished, and she did something really unique that I thought was unique. Now, Kristen gives us the design. Kristen Ashley designed these from Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts, and I don't want to show you the thing, but my picture's black and white, and we get it in parts, and then we discuss the book, Sense and Sensibility. So around the bottom, she put Sense and Sensibility, because she said she had done so many of these, she forgot which book they went with. So I might do that. I'm really not sure about that, but you know, imitation is the best form of flattery, so I just might be doing that. Okay, and this is what I've got done so far. I didn't get much done this week. I almost didn't show this because it was just kind of embarrassing how little I got done. But I got like these two little flowers done. That's it. And we hand dyed our fabric, and I'm still on part 1. Still. And there were 3 parts. So you see I've got a ways to go. But I really enjoyed dyeing the fabric, so I'm thinking about dyeing some more when life slows down just a little bit. And hopefully I'll get to work on this some more, because it's just a bright, happy stitch. And I also use this for Pocket Full of Posies, Sal, which is on Instagram. And Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts is on Facebook. I'm sorry I'm skipping around today. I had caffeine. But anyway, the Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts, if you go to the her Etsy shop, which I will link below, you can buy the next kit, which is going to be, when she puts the information out, it should come out pretty soon. It's going to be a summer stitch, and it's Little Women. And she has kits, or you can do just the pattern, whatever you want to do. And it's very inexpensive, and it's just a lot of fun. And they have a Facebook book discussion, so it's really good. You don't Zoom or anything. It's just like a chat kind of thing. But it's nice. And this is 2/2, all DMC flosses. And I hope to get more done on it next week. But I was really trying to finish my Christmas cabin ornament for the monthly Orny Sal. I must have stitched on that thing almost every day and still didn't get it done. It was like a gremlin. It just kept growing and growing and growing. So, but anyway, at least I got as much as I did done. So that was good. But I had to do a little bit of ripping out on it, which is why I didn't get more done. All right, and next, this weekend is the Blackbird Designs Weekend Sal with Brenda and the Serial Stitcher. I'm just a real name dropper today. And what they wanted you to do was they love all things Blackbird, and they wanted you to pick out a design from Blackbird Designs and stitch on it with them. And it starts Friday, April 30th, and goes through this evening, May 2nd. And then you post your stitching on Instagram, which I have yet to do. I'm getting better at posting on Instagram, but I'm a little slow sometimes. But I picked out American Eagle. And I have seen a couple of people, I think Barb from Lost in Floss, I think she was working on this. And somebody else was working on this, but I can't remember who it was. But this is really easy to stitch. I really enjoyed what little bit I have stitched on. This reminds me a lot of Kringles right now because it's off-white, well, Shaker white and Pelican Gray, Weeks Dye Works. And this came from the Sweet Land of Liberty Blackbird Designs book. And you know, there's just so many. When I saw this book, I was like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. So this is a real good book to get, especially right now for May, you know, mania or whatever. And so anyway, but my mania is Whip Mania. And it's just kind of like spontaneous Whip Mania, because it's like if the feeling strikes me, I'm going to pick it up and work on it. I had a plan, but I threw that out the window. But anyway, this is on Confederate Gray, and somebody in the questions asked me, where in the world did I find the Confederate Gray? Well, I replied to her, and I finally found the little paper, and I got this at Stitch and Frame in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And this is the Confederate Gray, and that's the house, and you can barely see the roof, and you can barely see a little bit of the house I got done. I just didn't get a lot of stitching done this week because I had to go up to the mountains and take care of a few things. But yeah, and I noticed that I left out 2 bricks out of one of the chimneys, so I'm gonna have to go back and fix that. But I enjoyed working on this, and I'm using one, like the roof is Pelican Gray from Weeks Dye Works. I'm using all the call for threads, which are Gentle Arts, and it's 2/2. Even though it said they used 32 count Confederate gray and they used 1 strand of floss over 2. Well, I didn't like the way that looked. It looked a little skimpy. On 32 count, I usually like 2/2 so I can get really full coverage. So I wouldn't see anything but just the, you know, the thread. I didn't want to see any of the fabric, you know, through the design. And I love the variegation on the roof. I really did enjoy doing that. And it's almost, I wouldn't say mindless, but the chart is very easy to read. The only bad part is it's on 2 different pages. So I may have to make me a copy and take those together because I'm getting tired of flipping back and forth. But other than that, I can't complain at all because it's a fun stitch. Now, the next thing is my birthday start. And my friends are going, "You're starting something else with all you have going? How dare you do that?" And no, I do not know how many whips I have, and no, I do not care how many whips I have. I just do what I feel like when the feeling strikes me, you know, because it's my rule, my house, my rules, you know. So there you go. But I get the Just Cross Stitch magazine, and in the February issue, when I saw this, everybody's been doing Quaker this, Quaker that, Quaker, Quaker, Quaker. So I saw this one and I thought, oh, this will be a good way. And it's called the Christmas Stitch. And it's a Christmas Quaker. And so here's part 1 in February. And then, of course, part 2 comes out and part 3. Yeah, you know, I'm behind again. But I wanted to wait until, like, you know, later in the year to do this because this one's only got 6 parts. Surely I can have this done by Christmas. Surely. Or not. Well, they did this one on, they suggested to do it on 28 count antique copper jobulin from Witchell. Well, I was like, no, I'm going to be adventuresome and I'm going to do it on something else. So I had a piece of Star Sapphire 18 by 27 Witchelled linen, and so I cut this out, or cut it out. I sound like I'm doing paper dolls. Anyway, I cut my fabric 18 by 18, just like they suggested. And now the start is not big because it was this week. Now Thursday was horrible, 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 busy. It was a good day because it was my birthday, but I've never been so busy in my life on my birthday. It was, I mean, I had to eat my lunch while I was teaching piano. It was that bad. But anyway, I managed to get a little bit done, but it wasn't on Thursday. I had to do it yesterday. So this is what I've got done on my Quaker Christmas sampler. But that's okay. It's over 100 stitches, or no, it's about 50 something stitches, I think. And of course they've got like the confetti thing, so I've been doing the pin stitch on that, and it's 2/2. And so far so good, but of course I haven't done very much either. So I like the Star Sapphire. I hope it looked like it would look good with all my fabric, all my flosses. So I'm really going to enjoy doing this one. But this one's on my whip go board instead of a snowman because I'm snowmaned out. All right, so that was my new start for the week, and I will continue to show my progress on that, and I did put that on my whip go board. Let's see. Next, oh, and that's by Faithwork Designs. I am so sorry. I am just leaving out all kinds of stuff. That's who did the pattern here. I didn't want to show you the pattern, but Faithworks Design has designed this, and I think her name is Nancy Waller. I hope I'm not mispronouncing that. And this is a 160 by 160, so it's pretty good size, of course, as you can see by the cloth. Okay, so because it's whip go, what kind of plans do I have for the month of May? Okay, I'm going to stitch on some of those things and some of them not. Like Baby It's Cold Outside, probably no. I'm planning on stitching some more on my Stitching Book Club Pocket Full of Posies sale. But I'm getting to where I need to work. I said I was going to work on more whips. So I'm going to try to work. First I was going to do 2 days for 15 whips. I may still do that. It just depends. And I may try to do like 30 minutes or something maybe. And my first one I'm going to work on is my filigree. It's called Stitching Buddy. And this is a part of a finishing class I'm taking at Panda's Crossing in Malden, South Carolina, my local needlework shop. I almost said local LNS. But it's a fun stitch. We're going to put this on a paper mache box. And I did not iron this one because I was undecided whether I was going to show it or not. But it's at the same place you saw it last time, a long time ago, when I was showing my whips. Some of my whips. So I need to get this one done, because you can't go to a finishing class and get your piece finished unless it's finished stitching. At least that's my motto when I go. This was on a piece of raw linen, and it uses Gentle Arts and Weeks Dye Works, and it's 2 over 2 threads, and it's 28 count, so it will fit on the box just perfect. We had our choice of using 14 count Aida or 28 count linen, and I like to stitch on Aida. Don't get me wrong, I really do, unless it has quarter stitches and half stitches, because I don't like to poke holes in things. But it reminds me of embroidery when you have to do that. But I chose the linen just because I like the look of it better and the color that I had to choose from. So that's one whip I'll probably be working on. Then, you know, I started carrot seeds. Everybody else has got their seed packets done, but you know, I'm dragging behind as usual. But that's okay. I'll have it ready for next year. This is not good. Okay, carrot seeds. Here's the pattern by Stitching with the Housewives. Yeah, there we go. And I've got it on a piece of black that I had in my stash. And it is not... It's either 32 count. Well, I think it's 32 count because it's not 28 count. It's small black. But that's what I've got right now. And I thought, well, I'm going to take that out and work on that for a couple of days, 30 minutes a day maybe. So hopefully that'll be good. But this was just like a little scrap I had. So I thought, well, I'll just stick that on that. And I've already got what I'm going to do with it. I'm thinking about making a seed packet like made by Michelle McGraw, because she made some seed packets and put little plastic pellets in it. Too cute. And I'm using Classic Colorworks, except for the brown in the carrot and the cheeks on the bunny. I did not have clay pot, so I had to substitute. And I didn't like the color that they used for clay pot, so I thought he ought to have pink cheeks. So he's going to have kind of rosy, blushy colored pink cheeks. So hopefully I'll get some done on that. Then, you know, I love Halloween. I do. It's all about the candy and the tricks and treats, you know. And Spirits and Spells by Brenda is one of my favorites. And I already have the little box to put it on. And I thought I was doing this on 36 count, but it's on 40 count. Yeah. And it's pretty bad when you can't tell the difference. But anyway, you know, ignorance is bliss. What can we say? I just enjoy working on it. And of course, I did not iron this one either. But I got her skirt done, and then I messed it up, and it went into the I do not want to work on this piece pile. So this one's on 40 count Weeks Dye Works Confederate Gray Linen, which I got at Rock Hill, Stitch and Frame in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And this is what I've got done on my little witch right now so far. And I just think she's just she's not a cute witch, but she's just a witchy witch. So there you go. And I'm using all the call for colors, which are Weeks Dye Works, Gentle Arts, and some Classic Color Works. And I just cannot wait to get this one finished. I'm so excited. I even have my pom-pom ready from Lady Dot Creates. So, and I'm using one thread, one strand of floss over two. Yep. And you know, I thought it was going to be really, really bad to stitch on, but it's really not too bad. Now, when I'm really tired, I do not stitch on it because that's not good. When you're tired, you make mistakes, or at least I do. So that's going to be one that I really want to work on. Okay. And then, you know, I forgot one of my wits, which everybody's like, well, where is that one? She hadn't showed that one. Because, you know, I keep showing it every month. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. There it is. Okay. I mean, we always just have piles and piles and piles of stuff, you know. You know, classic country cottage needleworks. Bleh. That's a mouthful. Remind me never to have caffeine before I make a video again. They put out monthly patterns. Well, I'm still on February. So this is February. I did not get much done on this at all. I worked a little bit on the house. It's on a piece of 28 count that I had in my stash. And I just thought this was just so cute. I want to see this one finished before I start another one, as you've heard me say over and over. And I'm using, now when I'm tired, I can work on this one because it's easy stitch for me. I'm using all the call for Classic Color Works. Yeah, every one of them. So I'm really enjoying working on this one. It's a lot of fun, and it doesn't use but 6 colors, and it will fit in a 4x9 frame, I think. Well, no, mine won't, because I'm not doing it on, yeah, no, they're doing theirs on 32 count, so mine's going to be a little bit bigger than 4x9. But I just thought this was really cute. So better late than never is my slogan for this week. But that is a fun stitch. I enjoy working on it, and it will be popping up every now and then just because I am going to get this finished if it kills me. Okay, so I believe I've got way more than enough to stitch on, which is why I usually am behind. But that's okay. It's my house, my rules, you know. And so, oh, excuse me. Oh, I know what that goes to. Now, I guess we'd better talk about haul, because I do have some. I have birthday haul. Yes. Okay. All right. Let me bend down and get it. You know, everybody waits till I always bend down. Okay. All right. First off, if you register at Stitch and Frame in Rock Hill, South Carolina, your birthday month, you get 20% off of your project. Anything you need for the entire project. And I was like, ooh. So, I thought, well, I'm just going to take advantage of that because most of the time I forget about it. But this year I got an email, and I've been keeping up with my email and stuff. And so I thought I was going to go visit her, but I did not have time. So I just got online and ordered. And well, I called her on the phone so I could tell her about my discount. So I've been looking at this pattern from Cottage Garden Sampling, the Merry Christmas pattern. I just thought that was just the cutest pattern ever. And every time I see it, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get that. And I'm like, no, Dottie, it's not Christmas. It's not Christmas. And I'm like, I'm going to get this. Well, I finally broke down and got it. Well, they called for you to do it on 40 count fabric. And it was Nocturne Linen by Picture This Plus. Well, one project with 40 count linen right now, until I get it finished, is about all I want to start with. So I told her, I said, just pick something. I don't care if it's 32, 36, you know, to just make it bigger than 28. And this is my Nocturne linen from Picture This Plus, and it's 32 count. But I really thought that was really pretty, and it's going to be very pretty on this. It uses Week Style Works and some DMCs, and I got all those also, and I got a 20% discount. I ordered this on April the 26th because yet again I almost forgot. It came on April the 20, no, it came on April 30th. I didn't mind it coming a day late because I waited late to order it. But can you imagine ordering on the 26th and getting it on the 30th, 4 days later? I was like, wow, that's great service. And Barbie and Peggy up at Stitch and Frame, they, you know, they have a lot of things that I just happened to pick something that they had everything I wanted in stock, she said. And otherwise, she said it would have taken a little bit longer. But they do have a wide array of stuff, as does Pander's Crossing. All right, the next thing I got were some little frame unfinished pieces for my daughter for my birthday. And these were things she said, I think, Mom, you can use these for like some finishes. So I got that. She got me some wood shadow boxes, 2 of those. And they had, you can either have a hanger or they have a jute string. And this was not at Hobby Lobby, this was at Michael's. And there's my other wooden box. Then I got some, I don't know what you call these, wood key rings. But I've seen these on Country Stitchers. They call them like milk tops or something, and they have them. You could use them for floss holders or just all kinds of stuff. Label your projects. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this yet, but I'm going to do something with it. And then, because I'm such a dog lover, because you know I'm stitching Scotty, I got a dog bone. Don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but there'll be something in the works. And then, oh my goodness. Then, I got 2 of these clipboards here. I can do something, stain this, and put this on the clipboard. And I thought that was really neat. So, you know, it's nice when your daughter buys you crafty things, you know. I got more than that, but these were all the things, you know, I wanted to show. But I was like, yay, this is really neat. And then with my new project, which don't know when I'll start that, but hopefully it'll be soon. And then I ordered, I was feeling patriotic, and I saw this on, not really sure where. Must have been Etsy. And this is Manny Dodonna. It's called Sounds of Freedom Pillows. And it says, Land of Liberty, Stars and Stripes, and Let Freedom Ring. And I thought those were really, really pretty. And I'm like, ooh, that is really pretty. I like those. And it uses some Week Style Works, and these were done on 32 count cocoa, and that is such a pretty color. I like that. And I like the jute that they used with the little buttons for the pillows. I like that. I liked everything. So I probably won't be changing much of that, but I doubt I'll do it this year. That'll probably be a next year project. Then oh, those are later for giveaways. Okay. All right. Then oh, here it is. I ordered a PDF from Fat Quarter Shop. It's by Cherry Hill Stitchery, and it's called Blue House Neighborhood. I saw that and I was like, ooh, I don't remember who did that. I don't remember if it was Java Girl or 911 Stitcher. I'm not really sure, but I just loved that. Thought it was just so cute. And this one is on 32 count doubloon from Picture This Plus. But the little blue houses and the flags, and I like the little bow up there too with the button, the covered button. That was cute. I may have to just do something kind of like that. And the chart is in color or it comes in black and white. You get both with the PDF. And the only thing I like about the PDFs is you get them instantly. What I don't like about the PDFs is when I order some, I'm always out of ink and I have to order more ink. Hate that. That'll be another picture that pops up on my screen. And the other thing I got was Sweet Land of Liberty from Cherry Hill Stitchery. And I'm just in a patriotic mood. I just thought that was really, really cute. And this one, the stitch count is 101 by 106, so it's not too big, and it uses Week Style Works threads. And this pattern also comes in black and white and color. So I really, really am excited. Hopefully I can get some of those squeezed in, so I can do those, as starts. I have so many things. There's just not enough time to stitch everything. But anyway, I really appreciate everyone for watching. I hope you hung in. My videos keep getting longer and longer, and I'll try to make them shorter, but I had so much to show today. I kind of think I'm just like, I want to do all the things. But anyway, thank you so much for joining in with me, and thank you all my Flosstube friends that I've made, and I just thank you that you keep coming back, and I hope you'll hit the like button and the subscribe button and tell your friends. I would love to see them. It's not about the numbers. I just like to share my stitching and make new friends. And until next time, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.